Hari Om. I'll try to see if it's uh, connecting. Then otherwise, I'll just connect with the phone and see. Yeah. Okay. No, I haven't disconnected this one. No. Okay. Okay. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Yeah, now it's coming. Hari Om. No, it's coming.
So my observation was today, the Bhagyan, the fear, is making people more Bhakti, to go to Bhakti, to focus on Bhakti. That's why more people are visiting temples multiple times. They think Bhakti is not really defined as why. They think visiting temple is Bhakti, or doing some puja is Bhakti. No, never.
No,
That's
it's not.
right.
Yeah.
Visiting temple is not at all. It gives you discipline, but not to what you define as Bhakti. It gives you discipline, visiting temple, or meetings and attending meetings. And number two, doing puja also does not do. No, I'm telling you, that's my opinion.
Sure.
You can comment on that. But if you involve, if you really, go into that, not thinking about your contract or other things like puja, inactions, you don't go think otherwise.
No.
Inactions also is going to be any of those bhakti. Whatever you do, you have to involve and 100% involvement. Forget about everything. If you involve, then it is bhakti. Okay? Whatever you do, it goes to that account, bhakti account. But today, people are just visiting, paying more money, and it is because of fear. If I don't do this, if I don't have this, I may not get. You sometimes said you're going to get rid of all your sins if you do this, that. But they think, they know there are some sins in their life. And they think, to get rid of those sins, they have to do, pujas and bhakti. And definition of bhakti is puja. Some of them, puja is the, real, what do you call, synonym for that. If you're doing puja, it means you're bhakti, and you're bhaktudu. When you call people bhakta jana, we don't know who is really bhaktudu, but when you address for public, you say bhakta jana. Yeah, that is, everybody is bhakta jana. So that is not clearly understood by people. Even they understand, still they think somebody told me bhakti is going to get rid of all those things. But you said one clear definition that bhakti is not towards one idol.
Yeah, it's not.
It is not, because people say I am Bhaktudu. Bhaktudu is Bhaktudu of Sai Baba. That's it.
Exactly.
Or I am Bhaktudu of Venkateswar. I don't know. How can you define? People say and they change sometimes. They say, I am now Bhaktudu of
somebody
Sai
else.
Baba. It is not one person. Bhaktudu means it does not. You are Bhaktudu of God, whoever it is. Okay? That is important. And people don't realize when you talk to people, they say, I pray to Baba only, and the other day say, he won't. I am Bhaktudu. They say, Bhaktudu again, he is committed. Okay? And there are other Bhaktis, Bhaktudu also. When you do something with Hey, Bhakti is I'm teaching. I think I want to get answers.
No, no, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Just, once you finish, then we can start the
that's
question.
right.
And then
I'm giving my opinion.
yeah, yeah.
And
Okay.
what yeah, mm, it, yeah, Bhakti is in one angle to look at. Faith is ultimate thing for Bhakti. If you have faith in one this thing, that is towards Bhakti, and you can go from there. Do not the end. You must have faith first, and then you have to, you know, pray.
Mm-hmm.
Pray in the sense not just like that. And the last thing is you do the needful things for the society. That is very important in Bhakti. Okay, so that is my definition personally. And as I said, not one God, but several other things. In your definition also, you told that Bhakti is not one God and something like that. You have done that and you have given a definition. It is good. It is not one. As a matter of fact, the Bhakti is, as a matter of fact, there is no ideal in front of you. It is towards the God. God means, the whoever, everybody included in that. Okay, go ahead now. Please go ahead.
So the question, what's the question starters? Like, let's start with the nature of the bhaktis. As we said, like,
Yes.
bhakti doesn't mean one particular.
Yes.
It can be defined in very different ways.
Yes.
So there is a shloka comes from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Sparanam Padasevanam Archanam Mandanam Dasyam Sakyamatma Nivedanam.
Yes.
So that's like 9 types of bhakti, which was defined in our books.
Yeah.
And then, so like first is Shravanam. What is Shravanam means? Like when we listen to something, right? So when we are listening to something, or it's not about just something, when we are listening to the nature of our existence. So because in our when we read the Vedas and Upanishads and then Puranas, what exactly they told us, what is there? Because that's a collection of multiple and on the different type question and answer.
Yes.
So, and question answer about what? So like who we are, what we actually this are, the nature, what's it like the existence of what we see here. So that kind of things what we try to understand. So Shravanam means it doesn't mean you listen to somebody or else. It means Shravana means you are listening to your like questions. Questions about what? Not like what you are eating, what you are doing every single day. Right? Question about the nature of the like the Darshan Shastra, the philosophical way, or why does exactly anything exist in the first place? Why do we need? And if it exists, what is the purpose of this? So that's a one part of the like Shravanam. So bhakti can be one part of the bhakti is the Shravanam. Like you are listening to the upadeshas of the like time being where you're because as a being a human and having that intelligence about the questions or the desire to know things. So that arises a question. So to have that answer, you must have to listen to the people, those who have already had the same question, and that was answered. So to know an answer of any question, there is can be different 2 or 3 ways. Like first we have books which are available, and we can read through that, and we know that. And another way is like if somebody is already have that experience of that question, you can just go to them. That's why we go to the like teachers, mathematics, or any kind of subject. We go to them and we try to listen to them. And the another and the most important thing to know any answer about the question is your self experience. Because whatever we gather, most of the time, right now, in being in this room, we all have a different kind of information gathering right now. And just being in the same kind of environment, people gather different information. So that's another thing. So that's why listening is very important, and kind of one kind of described as a bhakti within the 9 years. So and the second one, as we said, kirtanam. So in the kirtan, what do we do actually? So Kirtanam means for that supreme being. For the supreme being, what exactly the supreme being? Like the source of this whole creation, which we see them. Like for a children, their parents are like when he's infant or anything. It's like for them. If you ask like a 1 or 2 year old, if he sees their parents in a group of people, he will just run towards them because that's the kind of realization he have because he grew up in that. He grew up with his parents. He's like so. His memory try to like observe things which he has seen first 1 or 2 years only his parents and family. That's why he goes there. So that's why we do the kirtanam means we try to like tell or try to remind our soul again and again. So the nature of like why do we exist and what is the purpose of this human life? Because as we see like we see like so many of like insects animals and every kind of life form on this planet, but why it's comes to like so important like only the human beings are like we think we are the most important thing on this planet the whole creation because we can change the nature of like so many things even like but most of other living beings cannot do that. So in that, that's why in our like text when we go through that, it is said that okay, so once you have the human life, then you realize so many things because when a lion is hungry and he hunts for that, right? He cannot understand the pain of a deer because he is like that thing. But as a being a human, you can understand the pain of like you can understand the taste of your food, and if you have somebody got into your plate, and after that you can understand the pain of that because when you got hurt, you feel that. So it's the same way. That's why it is in another types of bhakti. It is like kirtanam. So when we do the kirtanam, like when we do the bhajans and kirtan, what exactly we are doing? So that is the like we are devotion, but like we are completely surrendering ourselves during that time. I definitely if we can maintain the same state of mind throughout the life or throughout the day for even 1 hour, that's like much better. But we do only when we are like just taking out that kirtanam or listening to that one. So that's kind of another kind of bhakti. So and the third one, when we go smaranam. So smaranam means like we are doing like being in the social life as we are here and being in the social life. We have so many things to take care, and where we cannot just stay still and do one thing. Smaranam. So smaranam means when whatever you are doing, so your action should be already surrendered towards the supreme being. That will cause smaranam. So nirantar doing the japam, like so people say like I'm doing the nama japam, I'm doing this japam. So then like you said, okay, so people when people say I am the bhaktur of this particular devotee, right? And I'm just like I used to do with the like this deity's puja, now I'm doing with this one. So what exactly they are doing? Because they doesn't understand the true nature of the devotion. Devotion means what? Like a surrender. Surrender of what? Your thoughts, your actions, and your like manasa vacha karmana.
Yeah.
That should be the devotion. Like you should be totally wholehearted devoted to that. So, but that doesn't mean you cannot question things. Of course, there would be the question because being like our, you can say the mechanism of this human body is about the question and answer, curiosity to know about everything. Because the like, for example, when parents hold their baby, a very small baby, so they try to talk with him like gibberish or like just like try to be like that baby so he can understand. Even they know he doesn't understand, right? So same kind of connection you try to form with that supreme being at your side. That's another kind of you can can say like you. So bhakti means the goal is same for everybody, each being. If they are on their bhakti mark, the ways can be different. So we cannot say, okay, this is the only way to achieve the same thing. And we cannot say, okay, there are multiple ways to achieve that one. It depends. But achieving and being on this different ways, people try to compete between those ways. And that's where you lost everything, whatever you've gone so far. So what I meant to say is, like, suppose if we are coming to the temple, right? We can come from the west side also, and we can come from the east side as well. But if we say no, only my way is correct, the goal is to reach the temple. So we can reach from the both ways. But if all the having a discussion apart from that, like we cannot go like this. Only this way is the best way.
Mhm.
That cannot define love, because the bhakti mark is the like say the our ultimate goal of this soul is to reach that Paramatma, to connect that Paramatma. So when do we have that? When we do have a like full Atma Samarpan, full self devotion with the Manasa Vacha Karmana, that will get us to that path.
Okay. Okay, now I'm going to take my
Mhm.
turn. You said so many things,
Mhm.
but what is the ultimate thing they have to do? There are three ways, but there is only one that gives you not physical, as I said, surrender means
Mhm.
very difficult to understand.
Mhm.
And by surrendering, how when you don't know the existence of this thing exactly where, how, how do you connect, you know? I
Mhm.
don't think.
Mhm.
Your only thing is surrendering, you get peace, and you leave everything, you know, just like a dead man, something like that. No thinking in the brain.
No, no, you
But,
cannot do that.
but in the surrender means manasa, vacha, means,
Karmana. Yeah.
yeah, would be all the three.
Mhm.
Yeah, when you say I want to do, yeah, manasa means, you know, you don't have bad ideas like
Mhm.
what you mean. Manasa means. But manasa should be thinking. Manasa means
Yeah, it will always be.
always, yes.
Mhm.
But it should stop there.
No,
And then means,
you cannot stop the process of the thought coming to your mind.
no, that is important.
Mhm.
The physical control of the body should go on.
Mhm. Yeah.
When you are sleeping, it goes on. But what happens, you know, when your brain allows to get those flashes, you know, the past experiences, whatever,
Mhm.
that should not be there. Finally, these ways of, you know, bhakti, I don't see any salvation there.
Mhm.
Unless physically there should be something to see. Like as I said, help the needy people, the key word is needy people.
Mhm.
And that is where I see the God.
Mhm.
Not anybody, not giving donations, no. Don't give, you know, another until
Mhm.
another to these people,
Mhm.
whatever. I
Yeah.
don't have any meaning in that.
Mhm.
And like the marriage, big marriage and celebration, no.
Mhm.
Only thing is, poor in the sense, really needy means the guy who's really hungry to die, almost dying.
Mhm.
If you help him, or even he's when he helpless, totally helpless,
Mhm.
he has nothing to do. No, no, he does not know how to do the next step. He's very old. He cannot move, for example, luggage
Mhm.
from one place to another. You are young, watching him. At that time, there's no other way. There's no coolie way, nothing.
Mhm.
So if you just give a hand
Mhm.
to lift it luggage and put it on the platform, that's all you have to do.
Mhm.
Then you see that, you know, helping gives you the real one of those, you know. You don't need to do listening. Listening good things only.
Mhm.
You said very good things. You know. And just listening does not help.
Mhm.
Lifelong listening, no. You do something else.
So.
Yeah, next
Mhm.
thing, I will say,
Mhm.
yeah, kirtan,
Kirtanam.
very
Yeah.
important.
Mhm.
You don't believe, whenever I go to, you know, any temple,
Mhm.
not, you know, playing God like that.
Mhm.
there is that chorus, thing.
Mhm.
You have to keep shouting in the sense louder.
Mhm.
Okay, you have to okay, chant it
Mhm.
loud, and that gives you the real, surrender, because that time you really don't have anything in your brain.
You cannot focus on other things.
It's one shouting. No, you don't need it, yeah,
Mhm.
just like that. And the important thing, of course, you have to realize is anything flesh should not stand. It's going between me and you and me. God is not in the idol.
Mhm.
There is why I'm coming to the temple, lot of people. And I spoke to people, they have the same thing. He is right when everybody makes hair, what do you call it, around that, this thing, the light, not light exactly, aroma, what is that called?
Aura.
Yeah, that happens. More the people, it will be little thick and, this thing. That is why people say he is more powerful. I want to go there. Yes, because more and more people go, you see that, and that is the power, okay, real power. And who is going to create? There should be somebody like Kudariti who is going to do everything, okay, keep it neat. And after those Sanskrit, those things, to bring everybody's mind into that. And people really feel that really we care. That's why I see the God, I was there for um, what the Dinesh was there. When installation, I was there 7 days, and Hanumanji also was there. And while doing that, we know that there is Jiva, this thing. And that time we get little, that power, we know there's power going in. That power, because I know whenever I come to the temple, I see that power because, it's already there. And that is how, so connecting to, the the God, real God, is because really that is how we feel and we think He's God. He's
So
God. Anywhere we go.
couple of things.
Yeah.
Like as so when we do the like mood, when people see,
Yeah.
not they see, when people see, okay, this God is there and not there.
Yeah.
So the question comes up like that. Okay, the thing which is everywhere, how can we say this is not there?
Yes. Yeah, I see, how I can. My wife, has everything. I don't go there. I just go to the window. That's it. I pray there only 2 or 3 minutes. That's all I do. Oh.
So the thing is that the question
Because He's
is,
everywhere.
if people can see in nothingness Bhagwanji, right? The
Yeah.
God, like say, okay, so people say, okay, if he's everywhere, I can do the puja everywhere, right?
Yes.
So then what's the problem doing the puja for the idol?
Yeah, very good. No, not I.
Because
No, no, you can see Him there, but
you
when
can
you
see him
go there,
anywhere if you have the devotion to see him, because the definition of the Bhagavanji is
yeah,
like, as we understand, it's like he's in everything,
yeah,
in everything.
yeah,
So it is said in the
yeah,
like
you're
this.
right. Okay.
So I will just take this one. I want to go on this one. Yeah. So in the Upanishad, it says like Yasmin Sarvani Bhutanya Atmaiva Bhut Vijanatah.
Yeah, Sarvan is very, very everywhere.
So it is said like Jish Atma means, so the soul
Yes.
who can see
Uh,
the same nature of in everyone,
yeah,
right? Like if I'm seeing you, I don't see you and your quality or the like structure of your body and anything.
yes,
I see the same living presence,
yes,
right?
yes,
So if I can achieve, if I have that kind of you can say the consciousness or
yeah,
awareness about
yes,
things, then I cannot say the Bhagwanji is there or there is not, right?
yeah,
Because if you can see him in one way, you can see him in everywhere.
yeah.
Isn't that would be the correct context to
No, that's correct. But one thing is, God is everywhere. Little bit, reality I tell you. But when we meet, together in a temple, the common, there's a common cause here. It's not something else. Then all those atmas, they come together. That is what we call ara, right? Yeah.
Yeah, aura. So, yeah.
Same thing. You see, these are all coming together. More the people, it becomes stronger. That is my concept, really concept. That is why Tirupati, so many people visit. That is why he becomes powerful. And then, I don't need to go to temple so many times. One time I go there to see my other people. Done. I don't want to visit every week to get more and more of that. But the truth is, as you said, when I pray, I'm looking at myself there, that small guy. That's enough when I go to the home. And when I come here, I see the bigger God. Bigger means these atmas together. When all these atmas together is the God. Okay?
So,
Together,
yeah,
everything, if you can put everything in one place, that is the ultimate, God. He's the God. He's distributed everywhere.
So the thing is that it's not kind of I would how I see things is like
Okay.
suppose like right now you're here.
Yeah.
Like if somebody visits your home, like somebody visits your home. So where exactly who is visiting?
Yeah.
Your presence is right now here,
Yeah.
physically,
Yes.
right? But with the ideally like because your children, your wife, and everybody's at home. When a person visits there, if he ask about you something, cannot they tell them? They can tell answers because right. So it doesn't mean where you physically already exist.
Yeah.
Your existence can be on the many places. It's not it. The form can be changed for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It should not be only physical. It can be like ideally, it can be by the action. It can be your by doing,
Yeah.
right? Your the past doing action can be that things happen.
The knowledge, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of thing. So that's why when we say, okay, like what's exactly meaning to visit to the temple?
Yeah.
What do you see? Like when people, so definitely as we saw, like thousands of people come and visit temple over the period of time,
Yeah.
and so seeing them and like just you can read after some time the people what exactly they want and why people visit. So mostly when we visit to the temple, we sometimes try to. It's a kind of concept like so you can say when most people in neediness, like you said, in neediness when they visit to the temple, they try to tell Bhagwanji or try to tell God
Yes.
what they want in their life, right? So it's a kind of thing which I see. I am trying to like tell, like being an infant, my you can say, try to tell like what's because my a human uh, tendency or like a way of thinking is mostly on only in the present time. If I'm going through any trouble, I'll just come here and ask to Bhagwan, please remove that trouble.
That is fear. Okay.
Right? So that's it's a if you can say it's a fear, like it's a hope.
Hope is next. That's also
Yeah.
part of that. Yeah.
So it's you can say the hope because even what exactly that gives me when I say okay when I said to Bhagwanji okay I want to do this and can you so what exactly that gives me so it exactly gives me when I try to focus my energy on that certain things right so with that focus that helps and that's why we say oh Bhagwan help me
Yeah.
so that's why when people come to visit to the temple, so when we like install any idol or any Bhagwanji in any temple, what exactly we do? So we make a architecture of the temple, and then when we install the deities, we try to like we chant mantras in the different swaras,
Yes.
right? So what exactly they do? So like we know the music holds up power to make people go up and down. If it's a high pitch, it can make you
Yeah,
right?
I do a lot of research in music, how it
Yeah.
affects human body.
So
Yes, go ahead.
that's right. So same way when we like recite multiple times
Yes.
the mantras and and do the chanting in the temple, so the particular area is get so energized, full of energy.
Yes.
So when a person comes or enter in the temple
Yeah.
and when they sit there
Yeah.
and just sit there, being sitting there, I don't say like you pray or you laugh or do this one. Just by sitting there, being in that energy, so their energy of their aura
Or,
get
that's
affected,
important.
right?
But the energy, I don't believe that positive energy. We will come to that, not in this discussion. Yeah, as you said, but the thing is, when you see the God, we remember that day there were 400 people. So we remember, still we feel that they are there. And the whole thing comes, really powerful. We see that light, just like that. Even though they are not there today, I attended the other meeting, other the day one. And that day I saw that 300 people or more. That day I see the God. Like I remembered, now when I come here, I see the whole thing with the God. I still feel, he has, that power. Because I recall, and then there, so many people, there wow. So everything is very good. And now we have to connect somehow our bhakti to all this, okay? Yeah. They come here and they listen to mantras, everything. According to us, listening is a part of bhakti. It is. Okay. But just listening does not. I'm not criticizing things. The yeah, astotram, there's one.
Yeah, that's totally.
Yeah, people repeatedly listen to that, just like while sleeping. They think, by listening, as you said, they get that punya out of that.
I think I clarified in the first time. Listening doesn't mean you are listening to one thing. Listening means you are listening to your question get answered.
No, no, not only. You have to understand to start with. Questions cannot be answered, but you have to understand. That means, you have answered after the questions. Instead of understanding, they simply listen. Listening means some of those Sanskrit things they don't understand.
No, not that like that. So definitely. So what exactly? Who we listen to or why do we listen? Right. First thing. So like suppose we have a utsukta, like curiosity to know something, right? That's why we listen.
Yeah.
So people say like, okay, I'm doing the chanting or I'm listening to this stotram,
Yes.
that stotram, that mantra. So, but don't you think like when we listen to the like suppose like we are taking Vishnu Sahasranam.
Yes, yes.
So in the Vishnu Sahasranam, so when the like Falashruti comes, right? Falashruti means after the 1,000 names,
Yes.
right? So when you listen to those 1,000 names, means your whole energy is focused on those names, right?
Yes.
Isn't it so? So when you are focused on something, how can we neglect that? Like, okay, it won't going to help, or it's not good because it's everything is about to be focused and involvement, right?
That's hope, you said, okay? You can have hope in many things, okay? Let me tell you one thing, because he's listening maybe.
Yeah, no problem.
No,
You
no,
can
no.
listen.
Yeah, but Krishna.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
Right.
He comes to the temple, he has seen me not sitting there. He does something or other to work always.
Okay.
Always in moving that or this, he's moving around, and other people, they're getting more bhakti because they get.
Okay.
But what he is doing is right. That's what I feel. Some people at least, keep things neat, and they listening multiple times does not help, I think. Listening once or twice is okay. But other things they have to do. I told him also personally, keep doing this. And he does it. I saw him doing nobody because he is one of the bosses here. So he thinks, I have to do something. He won't even request other people. I saw. He carried even the heavy thing. And that's how I thought, Yeah, real bhakti means, there's a way of bhakti. Okay? That's how I look at it. And when I come on Saturday, it's not to get something from the God. That's my practice. And I made it week one of Saturday. I come there, do whatever. Previously I was doing carpeting. Now, is
Mm.
clean, somebody is doing. I do something else. Do I have to do? There other people can do that also. Even I don't do, does not matter,
Mhm.
Somebody else, But
Yeah.
the thing is, you have to do certain things and not just listening or, just smarana is not bad. It gives you peace. Okay, I'm just
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
coming
no
back to
problem.
your surrender is the ultimate thing.
Mhm.
Okay? Somehow surrender is the ultimate thing. But surrender does not, do all your sins.
Mhm.
Get rid of sins. Won't.
Nothing can get rid of out of your sins. Definitely, if you've done something wrong, you have to go with
That's
that
right.
action.
Yeah. But people say if you do this, 1,000 times your sins are gone. Big guys, those
Mm, yeah.
karma people, they simply say, do this Kumkam Puja, all gone. And next day also, he go there. He says, do this puja, already 1,000 gone. Where are the other
So
1,000?
the like with that we so what happens like we know things like
Yeah.
so like even like the big rishis and anybody have them
Yes.
here. If they have done something wrong, they have their they have to go through that.
Yes.
You cannot like just remove things like that.
Yes.
If you have done something wrong, it will come back to you for sure.
Yes.
So that's 100% clear. Now let's come to the points which we have
Yeah.
about the devotion.
Yeah.
So what exactly the devotion means to be connect to the supreme being,
Yeah.
right? To either you can say like if you connect to that one or to the Atma Samarpan in self surrender for
Yes.
this, right? So to achieve that, it's not like about just listening, doing the puja, doing the kirtan, or doing the surrender. These are one of the ways. If you
Yes.
are
Mhm.
completely on that way, particular way, you can reach to the same goal. That's what all I'm trying to say. Yes, that's why it was called Navada Bhakti or the other, because they are everybody is not the same thing, right?
Mhm.
And there is a another question comes like many people say, "Oh no, I came empty-handed and I will go empty-handed."
Mm.
So if that was logically, if that was true, everybody comes with nothing and they will go with nothing. So if everybody comes with nothing, wouldn't we all would have been the same kind of life?
Mm.
But we all being born in the same family and same with the same parents, we are not the same, right? We don't have the same destiny. We don't have the same fortune. We don't have the same things.
Yes.
So that's why I have heard like many people say in like in their katha, like, "Oh, you come up with nothing, you will go with nothing." That's not the case. You definitely came up with your karmas. That's why you are born in certain kind of environment.
Now, material things they say.
Yeah.
When you born, you don't have any clothes. When you die, you don't get. That is how they think.
No, they said like you came up with nothing. You don't. You go like I have like many of the I'm
Big
saying
word. That's
explaining
okay.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So they explain that in a way, like they say, okay, you came up with nothing. Don't think about the like after and before. You came up with nothing. You will go with nothing. You will. You came from the sand, and you will be ending
Right.
in the
Okay.
sand, right? So they doesn't mean to have a like which like a materials achievement.
Mm-hmm.
They means that is the only thing. No, it's not the only thing. If we would have been came up with nothing, we all would have been the same kind of life, same kind of availability of the sources, resources on this planet.
Okay, that's
Right?
good point.
So, but as we see, when a person born, or like they definitely are not the same, and their destiny and their life is not the same thing.
Mm.
So that's why in the like our the sages and the Srimadis told, like your karmas is always there. You that's why you need to watch your actions, but you make sure. So to make that one, to correct that all those karmas, so that's why they establish the dharma and the ways to achieve that.
Dharma is good. Yeah. Dharma, I agree. Yeah, in your devotion,
Mhm.
there should be always that dharma is associated. And it is not the real devotion, but it is required. Dharma is required. Okay, very good. I don't want to come in, with you in discussion about the what do you call past life or what do you call reborn. because I have my scientific whatever
Mhm.
complete analysis for so many years, and I see, you know, the the people saying, what you bring from the previous life into this life, and what you carry into the next life.
Mhm.
Those things I have a big question because
Okay,
I
just
didn't know
yeah.
that we don't hear
No, no,
because.
no. Just one question on that. Same on that.
Oh yeah, you can go
Like,
ahead. I can
yeah,
answer that.
yeah,
Oh
yes.
my God. Okay.
Right. So, like you said, the scientific research said that. So, as we know, the DNA holds the memory of so many up to very long, isn't it so?
1 minute. That comes through your blood. See, it goes through your habits. Your whatever they say by in cancer, for example, from the previous means father and mother.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
Mhm.
DNA is not created there. It is for ages.
Yeah, it is
One
for
after another.
ages, like you said, it is for ages, right? So
It
it
is, yeah.
holds that memory into it, any kind of that.
No,
Like,
no, no. Blood. You
mhm.
see, it is in the blood. Holds not is not does not have separate memory.
It's
It
not
is the
about the
blood.
memory. So
It is
the
the blood.
okay,
Yeah, when you born, you
mhm.
have your parents' blood,
Yeah,
and
okay,
it is coming through that
coming through
blood.
that, right?
It is modified, not exactly same thing. When it goes to the new form, the old DNA,
Mhm.
it is modified a little bit.
Mhm.
It is not going to destroy that.
Yeah.
Add on.
But it has that like you said, like if it comes from our like lineage, right?
Yeah.
Like you said. So like if the person, the mother and father, so they have a child together, right?
Yes.
So they have the children, the child which is born. So how come he has the same like kind of the same DNA, which like same kind of sickness or illness, we can say.
Yeah. That's very good point. The human engineering is very difficult to understand.
Yeah, that's right.
The control system, the control system itself,
Mm-hmm.
the brain is controlling so many things. When somebody is born a new baby,
Mm-hmm.
has the same, five fingers, this nervous number of
Mm-hmm.
bones, exactly 2,201. See, and everything. That is the secret, okay? And nobody can explain how from that small,
Cell,
nucleus
yeah,
cell,
cell, yeah.
small thing, it is growing into the exact figure.
Yeah.
Okay, it does not mean that memory is good. No, it is the unknown truth for many
So
people, even for me.
if there is a unknown things, that means we can make a confusion about something.
That's right. There's no
Isn't it so?
confusion there.
Mhm.
It is unknown, but in the human body,
Mhm.
okay, control everything.
Mhm.
But the life we talk about.
Mhm.
I spoke to about 50 doctors, not
Okay.
one or two.
Mhm.
I tried to I asked him the question,
Mhm.
where is life in the whole body?
Mhm.
He said, life.
Mhm.
Or Atma, where
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it, in the whole body? I asked them. And they really don't know. They are retired senior doctors, the heart specialists, no. The brain specialists, no. One day, just like that, I always question them.
Mhm.
There were two doctors, standing there in the line. One is, the heart specialist, the other one is, the brain, nervous specialist. And when I asked, one guy is senior
Yeah.
doctor.
Mhm.
He said it is in the heart.
Mhm.
When heart stops, gone. And the other guy said, no, it's brain.
Mhm.
And the third thing I asked, they don't go. You should not go there in our discussion.
Yeah,
This
no, no, no,
discussion, everything else
fine.
is fine.
Yeah.
Bhakti, you have given a good example. I cross questioned because
Mhm.
I just wanted to know
Yeah,
from
I
you
mean, I am
something new I
second,
want
yeah,
to learn.
exactly.
And I want to tell you
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
believe
actually, yes.
or what I have experienced in it. That is how it is experienced by years. Don't think otherwise.
No,
I'm
no, no,
questioning
never.
you.
So, like,
I'm not questioning
no,
you.
no, definitely. I would
Understand.
love to have more questions because,
Understand
yeah,
each other.
understanding things is the most
Important.
important. Because in like we said, we believe in many
Yes.
things, but we never believe in anything.
Yes.
Because that's what I learned from the like all the.
Yes.
Because believing means like you cannot question,
Yes.
right?
That's right.
Believing means you cannot question it.
Yeah, you really believe that.
Yeah, when there is a belief, then you cannot question.
Yeah.
But in our whatever so far I have like seen or learned or like anywhere,
Yeah.
any place, there is no concept of believing.
Yeah.
Everything is about knowing.
Knowing.
So
Knowing
definitely,
and then believe. Believe in the sense,
yeah,
strong, belief only
it
comes
should be
after
a fact.
knowing. Knowing is important,
It should be a fact.
very important.
Yeah.
That is why my wife does not like it at all. When I talk to people asking questions like this, she said no. Just, about God also. Little bit if I say question, she won't like it at all. She'll shut her mouth. She says, she follows something. Another important thing is Bhakti surrendering is doing what they believe.
Mhm.
When they do puja,
Mhm.
she has so many things, she won't let me touch
Mhm.
any of her things, when she's doing puja.
Mhm.
If I want to help her, no.
Mhm.
To get, see, it is, I like it because she believes in the sense, some
She knows
process,
about that.
and that is how she's surrendering to God
Exactly.
and doing exactly what you
So
want.
it is that one. So,
Yeah.
but my answer would be for that one. For each individual,
Yes.
they have their own way to express themselves.
That
Isn't it so?
I agree with that. But there is one ultimate thing people forget.
Mhm.
Somebody has to tell them. What is it? Yeah. Spending lot of time in the temple, just visiting.
Yeah.
It's not going to give them 100% exactly whatever. It gives little bit, for sure. But they have to do more than that. They have to observe, keep them to be honest, so many things. And the other, I keep forgetting those things. Honest and whatever. Keep yourself good.
So
Do
for
good.
that we
Keep yourself good. Those are
yeah
important things too. Not just visiting. Hyderabad,
doing
they pay a lot of money for those, uh, not for that, yoga.
yeah
Yes, one yoga is, to keep your sins away. The other one is to win the election. The third one is to become chief minister. How can one become chief minister through this?
definitely it's not the point. The people doesn't get the point actually there.
They
So
don't.
the thing is that so tell me one thing.
Yeah.
When you go to any kind of company's office or anything, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So where exactly will you go? If your work is on the reception, will you go to the manager or you go to the reception?
You said to start, however, they don't that.
Yeah, okay. So if you have okay, you went to reception, you have a work in the financial department.
Yeah.
So do you go to the service department or the financial
Yes.
department?
Finally.
You go to the financial,
Yeah.
right? So in the same way, so all this the knowledge which they say, okay,
Mhm.
doing certain things will get you certain things.
Yeah.
So what exactly that means is when you do a puja or like when you do a certain kind of homa or yajna, that means like everything is around you is energy and sound, right? But energy and vibration. Right?
Vibration, which is better.
Right.
As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
you are not there. Really, actually.
Mhm.
Your body is a vibration thing.
Yeah.
You don't feel it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
hard, this thing. It's not hard.
Yeah, it's
It is really vibration.
I got it. So the vibration. So that what exactly. So when they say okay, do certain kind of puja, certain kind of homa, certain kind of yajna, that means you are activating that energy inside your around your aura. So that will attract things. Attracts means not it will come physically.
Yes.
It will kind of help you to manifest that
Yeah.
with your like ideas, with your logics, with
Yeah.
your having that support.
Yeah.
So that's why they say I'm not saying like that will fulfill 100% everything, but definitely there is that's why all these reasons. That's why we go to because when we have like suppose for example if you are hungry, right, and I give you the infinite amount of money to you right now, and you are hungry, what's the point? Because you need a food
Mm.
to make calm your hunger,
Yeah.
right? So that's why for each and certain things, we in a form of like deities you can say or idol you can say in a form of that because existing the reason behind existing of each and every idol or deities there is a reason behind it, right? Because to fulfill that, that's why they are there. Like like Krishna ji is here, right? So he's being a president, so he take care of everything and watch over that. Like for the education, we go to Hariji,
Yeah.
right? So that's why each deities, I'm not saying they are like ultimate supreme being, because that's the only one,
Yes.
right? So these incarnation holds the power of that particular area. That's why people choose to worship different gods to fulfill their desire. That's what I.
You feel like that. But the other thing is, they are dedicated always to that. It's not right.
Yeah,
They have to have that broad mind.
yeah.
And
So,
they,
like being a one, I'm not saying like if you are devotee of someone, you can like make comments on the other.
yeah,
That's not
no
the
comment, not in comment.
Yeah.
Even otherwise, as you said, the power is now distributed.
Mhm.
So that's it. This is the only power, not the other one. According,
No, you cannot say that.
but it is for himself, I'm telling you.
Mhm.
If somebody thinks like that, does not matter at all.
Yeah.
But for himself, if he's thinking only this, it is not right. But if he has to understand that it is not one, these are all, as you said, really representing some of those powers. And that is how he has to think. I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah. Of
But
course, that's how you understand.
whether he
Without-
believes in God or not, does not matter. If he believes in one God, is okay, does not matter. Not, as you said, he should not curse the other gods. Not only in our religion, in
Yeah,
other
he
religions.
should
No,
not curse
never.
anybody.
Don't talk about
Yeah.
those. Give respect to every deity here and other religions also. That's my opinion.
That's the like conclusion of the being a bhakta, devotee.
Devotee. Okay.
So where you can see the soul, the same being in everybody. That's what it says. That's what it is said there. So yasmin sarvani bhutanya. So means
You see
in
everywhere.
each and every being you see the same thing. That's called the bhakta.
But
So even in Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna asked Lord Krishna in first chapter, like he's like, whom is more superior, those who worship you, or those who worship that there is a no form that God.
okay.
Like so, one is like Saguna Sakar means the idols which we see, and then there's a Nirguna Nirakar
Okay.
means there's no form at all. They do that. So then the Lord Krishna said to him, those who worship me in the form of who am I? So those are dear to me, but that doesn't mean those who are do the Nirgun Nirakar Puja means the formless puja, because they also achieve from the different one. They also comes to me in the end. So it doesn't matter if you are worshiping me in the form or in form, the formless.
Yeah, yes,
They all are coming to me.
yes.
So that is the thing. So when we say about the devotion or the bhakti, so that means you try to find your own way to connect to the Supreme Being.
Yeah.
Through these already found way, if you find a new one, definitely this is a different way. But that should be, if you cannot, you should never follow anybody blindly on anything.
Yeah.
You must have to have uh, first the information about what you are seeking. Second, you must have to have an experience, own experience through that. If
Slowly they get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not right away, definitely you cannot have this. After that, like once you try to understand, when you start to understand those experiences or different things happening around you, then you can find your own path about the devotion.
Yeah. Anyway, it is very complex. Life itself is very complex, and there are no answers for certain questions. Only we know certain things, but not everything. And the power, positive energy and negative energy, they are not real energies, like heat energy and thermal energy, that's what the cosmic energy, or wind power, they can not those energies. And these energies are only the feeling, just in the feeling. The positive energy in the home is the feeling. Through feeling only you get that power of your energy. The feeling energy is not real energy to lift something kind of thing. Negative energy is like, the sadness. People always think, bad about themselves. That is negative energy. That's how you need the some acts, not going to get rid of that negative energy from the home.
Mhm.
And some of those don't bring. It is in your feeling only. That real is there not real energies like physical energy. Real means their energies but not physical energies. Anyway, it's a good discussion today. I'm sorry if you feel it.
Oh,
If
no,
you
no,
are
no,
hard.
never mind.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
no, I
like it.
just tell people what I feel. I listen to people. Very important thing is I listen to everybody, even you get a party, there is one guy, and there is opposite person.
Mhm.
I listen to both, just like that, not,
Of course.
to believe them or just follow them. It's not following. Try to understand what is, about the God.
If you don't know the both side of the coin, you cannot make a
No,
decision. You should
nothing.
never
Just,
make.
just, to listen to everybody, not
Yeah.
only that. Even friends, and when they're
Mhm.
discussing, just listen to them, don't argue.
Mhm.
Listen, it's important. And try to learn is important.
Exactly.
One thing is, don't listen is not the good answer.
Mhm.
Listen to people. I think you have that also in your listening, right?
Yeah.
First thing is, you have to listen. Important thing is listen and learn. Learning also important, not only listening. Learn good things on whatever your questions and answers, learn the answers for your questions. Thank you very much. Okay, I think today, too much time? What is time?
Time is 6:10.
6:10 is not bad. We spent about 1 hour, 5 to 6, I think. And next time, what you do is you ask maybe
Have people
Christian
listening.
to sign up as numbers.
Mhm.
Some other places I heard they have, a group
Mhm.
and they have listed people. When you have a list, you can send them your flyer, whatever, and they can tell their friends, whatever. Important. I always advise the temples to have discussions like this without lots of argument, no
Yeah.
arguments at all. And these, not only pujas, they give only, as you said, there are certain things happening there. But if you want to learn more about, in pujas we don't discuss, never we discuss. We cannot discuss also there. There only the prayer, the pujas and prayer. But if we have a discussion like this, friendly discussion, it helps
Yeah,
the
it
people
does.
as well as people.
Of course.
That's why this is a good, lecture series, and they should have the list. And we open up not only always will give you a lot of problem in preparing, but we give other people who are interested in a particular topic, and we bring up that topic during those meetings. It really helps. It's a good move, and I missed. I think I attended the first one, but afterwards I didn't have the information about. I think we had one more. I think.
No, I had this is the second.
I didn't miss anything. Oh my God. Okay, very good. Okay.
Namaste.
Okay, namaste. So this is available on our website.
Yeah, this should be